What is it you like to talk about?
My patient.
I'm seeing something no one else can see except for me.
Hey guys, Sam here with HorrorMom.com, and today we are talking about Smile and Smile 2. Now, Smile 1 came out in 2022, and Smile 2 just came out last year in 2024. They're actually both written and directed by the same person, Parker Finn, which I didn't know that until recently, but when I look at both films, it makes a lot of sense, and I think it's why Smile 2 is such a strong sequel. A lot of times you get a sequel, somebody else does it, it's completely different, or they went a different route, or they just blow past anything that was true in the first one, and this one doesn't do that at all, and I think that's why it's also very, very good. In Smile, we start out with our character Rose. She's played by Sosie Bacon, and she does a great job. She plays a psychiatrist in a mental hospital, and she's pretty much a workaholic. She has this persona that she has to be so perfect. She puts a lot of pressure on herself, and we're gonna find a lot of interesting similarities between the characters in the first Smile and Smile 2, so keep that in mind. So Rose is she's a perfectionist. She works super hard. It's almost like she's trying to make up for something. And there is something to do with her mother, which you'll find out later. But her mother died when she was young, and this definitely impacts her. It causes her to put walls up. She kind of has a little bit of a strained relationship with her sister. So overall, she's got the stress to be perfect. She has the death of her mom in the past, a relationship with her sister. She's dealing with a very high stress job as it is, being a doctor in a mental hospital. And she ends up witnessing a very traumatic event with one of her patients. And when this happens, this is how she becomes infected with the Smile entity, which you're going to find out that it is like an entity. It basically infects you, and you're gonna have, so much time before it's probably going to drive you insane, madly insane. You're going to see things, you're going to experience things that aren't there. It's just very haunting and disturbing images. And one of the things that I liked in Smile that isn't so much in Smile 2 is that Rose, after being infected and starting to figure out there's something not right, she has some very serious traumatic incidences in this movie after being infected, and she figures out something is wrong, and she actually goes looking to figure out what this is, what this entity is, where it came from. And I really like that part of the movie. It reminded me of The Ring, when Naomi Watts' character has to go down and really research Samara and figure out what is going on. So I like that part in this movie. I like it when they do a backstory, and as they get closer, it gets creepier and creepier as they figure out the truth. This movie takes place in the mental hospital a lot, or like house environments. So it's very kind of gray and darkish, not bland in a bad way, but the color schemes are really kind of bland. And I'm only bringing that up because in Smile 2, our lead actress is Sky Riley, who is a pop star. So it's like you have, Taylor Swift splashed everywhere. You've got music, dancing, singing. It's very different. And I think that they both work on so many different levels, but they're different in those ways. So getting over to Sky, basically, this movie, Smile 2, takes place literally 6 days after the first one. So they are very connected. And Sky Riley, who is our pop star, she also suffers from very intense stress and anxiety. Her mother is alive, but her mother is her manager and is all over her. Her mother is just way too much in her business. You can tell that stresses out Sky. Sky is suffering from a past drug addiction, alcohol addiction. She went off the deep end and ended up getting in a horrible car accident, which injured her severely. So she still has physical pain, but there was a death involved in that as well. So she has not only the intense pressure of being in the spotlight with everybody and being a superstar, but she has all these addiction issues, the loss of a friend, the loss of someone else. Her mother is all over her ass. She's literally ready to blow. And there's also an intense scene in the beginning of this one. And, once Sky is infected, it's like, whoo, it just pops up. And actually the infection, one thing I noticed, the infection in Smile 2 really seems much more rapid. And I think it's because Skye has so many more issues that everything intensifies. You know, she's struggling with so many more issues and paranoia, and she can't tell if it's the infection or if it has to do with her drug addiction, her pain. So it really intensifies. I liked that because I think a sequel needs to be bigger and more explosive. It needs to be scarier because you already know so much from the first. And this movie, Smile 2, definitely accomplished that. I think it is a really, really good sequel. I think they did a good job. So kudos to you, Parker Finn, for both of these. I don't know if there'll be a Smile 3. I'm up for it if there is one. I'm gonna give them each different scores. I'm gonna give Smile 1, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, and I'm gonna give Smile 2 an 8.5 out of 10. They're both so, so good. And bringing back to both of the films, they both have very intense scenes. They both are scary. They have jump scares. I feel like this was such an original idea of Smile and the entity that they come up with. It's nothing I've seen before, and I just like the creativity of this director's mind and how he put everything out. I think he picked fabulous actresses. Both of these lead actresses are just so good. They're so believable. You're rooting for them. You're scared for them. All right, well, I hope that you guys enjoy these movies and you're able to find them streaming for you. And let me know what you think. Did you like them? Did you like both of them? And I've got lots of other quick movie reviews, videos, if you guys want to check those out. I try to do 5 videos a week, and I try to keep them to 2 to 5 minutes long so that they're quick and you can figure out if you want to go see a movie and if it's worth your time. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Something really bad happened. You remember Louis Fergoli?
From high school?
I went to his apartment.
Louis?